Hello, Internet. I'm back to using the handheld or the smaller mic or the not use the microphone stand. Today is day 27 of 365. Today is a day in the life of trust. What is trust? From the get-go, this experiment, this data dump, this of, me kind of chronicling my days. And I've said multiple times, I'm not a reliable narrator, so often I think about future me looking at this, as well as anyone in the internet who happens to stumble upon my corner of the internet. Occasionally the concept or the idea of trust comes into mind. And obviously there's, few definitions, like you create a trust and whatever, like in the financial sense of the word. But the general definition that anyone or everyone seems to know is like, is it a noun or is it a verb? Like, is someone trustworthy? Is someone trustable? Is someone too trusting? It's that verb of like, is whatever this is something I want to put my trust in? That emotion, that feeling, that reliability. Like, is this something I want to rely on? Now, I think part of the reason I am thinking about this now is, I think I'm slowly coming to the realization that not only do I not trust myself in telling some of these things that, again, I'm censoring because it's the internet, and I think if you are internet savvy in any sense of the word, you are going to censor yourself a little bit. Not because, I'm worried about being canceled. I mean, come on. I'm in the crowd, amongst the millions of nobodies where we all get to have a voice. Yay! And I don't really need to go viral. If someone sees it, cool. If someone, I appreciate that there are people who have subscribed. Welcome. Welcome to the corner of You Are Not Alone. We're all the same. I think if anything, this is me searching for, some stability, some common sense in my world. No judgment. Absolutely no judgment in how things are going. Because who am I to judge how things are going? There is a general sense of madness in the air. And both sides of the political spectrum, any country, we have accepted there's no such thing as perfect. We have accepted that people suck, myself included. So there's always going to be this air of WTF. But, I think there was a point in my life, I still had things I could lean on, I could trust. You could trust the news, you could trust teachers, you could trust, facts, information. But we live in a time where that has kind of gotten shaky. And here's the thing, here's the irony of it all. My faith in God, that has not shaken. I can still trust in it. But I'm coming to terms with the fact that maybe I've never fully trusted God. And what sucks about that realization as a Christian, lifelong Christian, is I don't know how to fully trust in God. There is an idea in faith, like in Christianity, where you die to yourself, where you die to your own flesh. And to break it down, it's sort of like if you were an addict and all you want is a drink of alcohol, but you know how bad it's for you. You've been on that path of how bad it's for you. So you stop yourself, even though there's this part of your body chemistry that like longs for it. You're saying, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to take that drink because I know where it can lead. You know, that's the whole journey of sobriety, like of saying, no, I'm gonna say no to this because, and anyone else can, like, no judgment, but for me and like my own soul and life, I'm not gonna do it. And we respect that. It's the same thing with Christians. Like, I'm going to trust, I'm going to die to myself, and I'm going to trust in God and lean on Him. The only problem is with Christianity, and it's one of the things that's cool about Christianity. We have free will, free choice. We don't have anything we have a Bible that is like, you know, full of stories, full of, psalms, prayers, poems, like, where it's a guide to how we ought to live. Narratives of what happens when we don't kind of work within the borders of our faith. And yet, in all of that, when we know we have all the information, like, I think that's the really cool thing about Christianity. We are given all the information. And then ultimately, God still says, I love you. I did all this for you. I don't expect anything. I hope you understand I love you. And He still gives us a choice. And I'm coming to terms with the fact that 99% of my heart is there, but there's still that 1% where I suck and I haven't given myself fully to Him. I thought I had, but I haven't. And because I haven't, I realize that my ups and downs, like because of this 1%, there is always going to be a part of me that struggles. And what really sucks is I don't know how to give that 1% up. You know, and it's like a lot of things. You thought you did it. You thought you got it right. And you're still struggling with it. But I think that's why I'm talking about trust. Because I don't trust myself. Clearly, I don't trust God as I should. See, the secret of this is I don't trust anyone with the things I'm talking about. I mean, yeah. Because if I really did, I don't know. I think there would be more good days than bad days. And in the 27 days of 2026 so far, I think it's like 50-50, maybe 40%, 60% bad. And the reason I don't know exactly, well, number one, I haven't gone back and checked. And I'm kind of going off my memory of what I talked about. But two, I know that there's a part of it, you know, because I am recording and because I am trying to force myself sometimes to be more positive, because I don't want to be another angry, ranting person on the internet, because that's not what this is for. As factual as, you know, like, there's this part of me that wants to kind of record this in as honest and vulnerable I can be in this little corner of the internet. I think it's not like angry. Okay, so here's, if we talk about the 5 emotions of Inside Out, if there's anything I'm suppressing, like, really, I think it is anger. Because angry begets anger. Like, anger just, I think it just keeps flowing. And I think for the longest time, there was such anger. And I don't think I should suppress it. I just think I need to redirect it. I think there's a lot of sadness and a lot of fear. Some disgust, mostly at myself, being honest. It's a little bit self-deprecating in this corner of the internet. But there is still joy. I'm not gonna lie. The joy isn't completely gone. And I realize the joy isn't gone because I'm still here. You know? This, again, I'm not a shrink. I don't have the degrees, but I've been through my fair share of dark thoughts. I still struggle sometimes with those dark thoughts, and then I'm reminded, hope, that I'm still here. And in my faith in Christianity, if I'm still here, that's for a reason. And it's good. It's all good. So yeah, as I continue to pursue balancing the scales for more good days versus bad days, and not just in the binary way of like, oh, this is evil, this is good, but more good as in, hey, I can rest easy. My accomplishments of the day, 잘했어. That's Korean for good job. 잘했어. Okay, yeah, that's it. Just trust. Learning to trust myself, learning to trust my instincts, and also learning to trust God 100%, what that means, what I need to do to change. And learning to trust those around me. My sister, I did ask her, because I was like, oh, do I tell her? She told me that the longest, I mean, this might not be it, but she recently told me she had a secret that she wanted to tell me. And then I was like, okay, that thing, how long did you hold it for? She's like, 21 days. And I was like, oh. It might be that I tell people about this before the year is done. Because I think that's also the thing. I have to admit to myself. A shy attention seeker, right? Like, I don't want people to find out about this. Because if I tell them, they're gonna look it up. But I don't want people to know because there's some secrets that I'm really not telling them that I probably should, which says a lot about me. If you're a psychiatrist and or psychology student and you just need hours to fill but are affordable, email me. I can be anyone's guinea pig. Because this is my own experiments too. Okay. Anyway, day 27, a day in the life of, actually, I'm going to call it a day in the life of, trust me, Ima. Because, yeah, that's the lesson of today. That is what I will rest with today. Learning to trust that it is good. Learning to trust that I can do this, whatever this is, and learning to trust that everything I say about faith, in all its honesty, on the internet will be received with the honesty that I hope people receive it. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna edit that. It's all going in. It's all going in. Christianity is good. Christianity is hard. Christianity is ultimately worth it, though. Okay, enough preaching. I'm starting to get into the preaching territory. But yeah, have a good night. Stay warm. Okay, one last dovetail of my brain going sidetracked. It is still cold. I almost got stuck again, and I think I might go to Home Depot and get some sand to keep in my car. Never thought I would have to, but I'm thinking I should. Or something to get out of the snow patches. Because street parking is hard when half the streets are semi-plowed. Anyway, Good night.